All right, so let's take a look at this problem with the sampling distributions. The first thing I did is I started with my sample and I started making up the samples of 2. So I started at 503 and said because I can replace them, I could have 503 and 503, or 503 and 635, and 503 and 542, and 503 and 529. Right? You can open this data in Excel, but it's not going to be particularly helpful because it's not going to fill in all the samples for you. You still have to do that. Then I went to 635, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go down the list, 635, and go to each one of these. I did not fill these all in because you can definitely see the pattern and you can get that done. Once I've listed them all out, and this is just a small portion of them, I want to find the average. I want to add the 2 numbers in the sample together. And remember, each row is a different sample. So I can do this by either inserting a function in Excel and searching for average, which is perfectly fine. Search for average and use the average. And then just click and drag over the numbers you want to find the average of and hit enter. I also, if I don't want to search, I can type the word average, open a parenthesis, click over the 2 numbers I want to find the average of, and close this. Either method is fine. Now, the best part about Excel is its pattern recognition. Instead of having to find each average separately, I can click on my last average, and you notice this little black box in the bottom. When I hover over it, my little cross turns from white to black. I click and I drag. Excel says, I see the pattern here. You're finding the average of column 1 and column 2 in each row, and it continues that pattern until you tell it to stop, until you've stopped dragging. Now I have a column of all the averages. From that column of averages, I can find the overall average by using the average formula and then clicking and dragging that last column. And I also can find the standard deviation. Recall we're using .p in this case because we're dividing by the number of data points because we've hit all the possible options. So it is a population. It's not like we're missing any. And then I close and I have my standard deviation. Now, yes, I know these don't agree with the numbers in my stats lab, and that's because I didn't use them all. But that will give you a quicker way that hopefully will take some of the burden of computation away from you.